Reinek's betrayal was only one of many pitfalls suffered by the communists. Soon many Braväristani officials who were not in the fort during the attack began to arrive. The Bravaristanis were able to remove the communist colors from the flagpole and raise their own in its place. They then hid the flag with one of their soldiers guarding the flagpole. The communists had the impossible mission of both capturing the flagpole from the Bravaristanis and to find their hidden flag. This was attempted through a series of heroic charges down the hill adjacent to the flagpole. Schlesinger lined up his men at the hill's summit and attempted charge after charge on Jameson's line, but to no avail.
After the flagpole was taken by Bravẽristan, there were many failed attempts at recapture that afternoon. For about 2 or 3 hours that afternoon, there was just a lot of fighting done by the communists to try to get the flag and the flagpole back. The communist flag was put into the pocket of some Braväristani, and it was handed around all afternoon, and it was never able to get back into the hands of a communist. They tried all night, all afternoon to get it back, but it was unsuccessful every time. And there was fighting as well to get the ground around the flagpole as well as the fort. And it was just charge and fall back, charge and fall back.
We were outnumbered, and we didn't have the first year be good stick, and we didn't have David Jameson. We had a lot against us, to be completely honest. Also, our weaponry was quite crude. Quite crude. I recall the carnage on the day the Bravaristanis stood against the communists. It was quite epic. I myself fought for the communist faction. It was a glorious cause. I died probably 7 or 8 times, but I collected so many rings it was okay. See, we communists, we preferred the ring method. Collect 100 rings, get another life. The Bravaristanians, they were kind of green mushroom kind of people. We didn't feel safe grabbing green mushrooms off the ground and eating them. Like, we weren't a bunch of hippies here, alright? We knew what we were doing, okay? We were ready to fight, and we came there to fight. We were not eating mushrooms or things. We like gold coins / rings, whatever valuable currency you have for our lives.
One of the most fascinating things about the Braväristani conflict was that both sides managed to bring together a sizable army with practically no notice. We're turning an apparently civilian, calm population into 2 opposing armies, instantaneously. Now, one of the things that made this possible was the general attitude of MSSMers at the time. After a peak test, a little thing like a war, seemed relatively humane.
The battle raged on as the communists continued to charge and retreat in hope of once again raising their flag. Countless tales of bravery and brilliance were made that day. Despite the impossible odds, the communists refused to lose hope and continued to wage war on the Braväristani line.
But apart from that, it was bloody. There was charges up and down the hill. There was a charge in the field. There was a big pink thing flying around hitting people. I don't even know what it was. I was hit by the first year Be Good stick. That hurt quite a bit. I was hit with things I don't even know what they were. They were squishy, I don't know. They were rubbery, kind of slappy things, I don't know. Remind me of the boffer dildo, but not so much. All in all, it was a horrible day in our memories. I still scream at night thinking about the soldiers who perished that day in balls of fire and glory.
I had no choice but to grab my medic kit and tend to the wounded. Now, I've been looking over my my tables here in preparation for this interview, and I find that if we look carefully, the number of injured is really, well, it can't be counted.
For the remainder of the battle, a series of charges and countercharges took place. The communists were stationed at the brow of the hill, and the capitalists at the hill's base, around the pole. Neither side managed to gain much ground until about 5 o'clock.
As the hours passed, the troops grew hungry and began walking off the battlefield in search of food. At 5 o'clock, the leaders of the two armies met on the hill and began to work out a peace treaty. They decided to establish a temporary peace at 5:30 that would last until noon the following day. This would give the troops on both sides a chance to eat and rest. Both sides went to supper that night and shared a meal together in spite of the day's bloodshed. The community was once again at peace.
To add insult to injury, dinner that night was shaved steak sandwiches.
It's just too much to think about, okay? So what? All right, I had to kill them. I had to. I couldn't do anything about it. They were coming after me. The Braväristanians were wrong. They were wrong. They needed to be stopped. The carnage. Oh God. Shut it off.
Next time on Red Flag over a Blue Nation.
Tension reigns in the dormitories of the main school of science and mathematics as an uneasy truce is called between its warring factions. Both sides rush to purchase the supplies to replenish their armories and rebuild their infrastructure, or in the case of the communists, create their infrastructure. In Episode 4, Armistice, only on the Historical Network.
No, Sean! Sean, no! No! Sean! Where's the bike? God damn. Wait, Sean, what? That makes no sense.
Don't get in.
What?